welcome everyone here today to the launch of what is a really exciting new initiative for Scotia Group. It's an opportunity for us to look at a market that for a long time we as a financial group and as a bank haven't been able to service in the way we'd like. Today we're launching CrediScotia, which is a great new endeavor that we'll talk about a little bit later. I want to turn over to Yvette Anderson, who is the General Manager of CrediScotia, and she'll introduce a few people.
Good morning, everyone. To my right, I have my staff who will be assisting us in delivering on our promise. We're excited and we're raring to go. I have right here, I have Fiona, I have Althea, I have Baby, there's Kamika, there's Julia, there's Grace, there is Michael, there's Irvin, there is Margaret, there is Stephen, there is Carlton, and there's Rose. Guys, this is our team, CrediScotia. Thank you.
Yes, together you pull it off.
One of the things, an area that we saw that we haven't been able to provide the support that we would like is the microfinance sector. It's a sector that has some unique needs and requires a unique approach. And so today we are launching CrediScotia, a brand new company, part of the Scotia Bank Group, Jamaica. And its purpose will be to focus on those micro-entrepreneurs that are having difficulty today accessing credit from the traditional banking and financial channels. CrediScotia is going to be focused on companies that have lending requirements between about $60,000 to $850,000. It's going to have its own staff, its own offices, its own approach to lending, recognizing that it's a very unique segment of the market. We're very excited about that. Again, we have an amazing tradition of providing support to all levels of the business society, and over the last few decades we've lost the ability to deliver effectively to this segment, and we're very excited at the opportunity to re-engage with the segment and be able to provide financial services to the broad range of companies within the country. With that, again, I want to thank you all for coming. I think we're going to take a tour through the facility for those that want to come, give you an opportunity to meet some of the staff, meet Yvette Anderson, who is our General Manager. I also want to introduce Patsy Latchman-Atterbury. She and Yvette are the hard work behind this. Over the last year have been working at developing a strategy for us to provide the proper level of support to the sector. So it'll give you an opportunity as well to speak with Patsy and Yvette. So again, thank you very much for coming and welcome to CrediScotia. What we did is we launched a company to go into the lower income areas of Kingston in order to provide micro lending to companies in those areas, very, very small companies. And over the years we've grown the customer base, and in just the last few years has been a real challenge in terms of keeping up with the technology, keeping up with the approaches to the industry. It's become much more systems driven to deliver efficiently, and it reached the point that it was beyond what as a nonprofit could do. So in consultation with the partners, the feeling was it was mature enough that by us coming in, investing the money to set the right systems up, look at the right credit models, to take a much more aggressive approach to the market. And a very business-like approach to it.
So hence you have seconded one of your managers to manage the facility.
Exactly.
How much money is Scotia investing in this? I gather you have to clear some debt too.
Yeah, we've put about $100 million in order to ensure that Micro Enterprise Finance Limited was able to properly wrap up its business, and we put an additional $120 million in capital in order that's coming from Scotia Group in order to capitalize the business and move it forward over the next year or so. And as it needs more capital, we'll continue to put that in.
Lending unsecured loans is a high risk business. How will the loans be priced?
It's a very different type of lending. The rates are higher than traditional bank lending. The loans tend to revolve quicker. You don't have the level of information, and you don't have, in most cases, security. The rates are going to be where rates today in the market are running between about 60 and 100%. We'll be running in a range of about 45 to 60, depending upon the collateral, depending upon the track record of the entrepreneur with us. So we're trying to position this at the low end of the microfinance lending sector. But the key to this is to run it completely different than a commercial bank, because from all the research we've done and the experience we have in Latin America, micro entrepreneurs or small entrepreneurs don't feel that they're getting the level of service and product that they get from banks. But we wouldn't be investing this much capital and making a long-term commitment to bring it within the group if we didn't believe that this can become a long-term sustainable and profitable business. We've experienced throughout Latin America with very successful microfinance companies that we own, and it's been leveraging some of those learnings that have been able to allow us to tweak the model here that we feel that this will work. It's a higher risk business, requires investment in technology, but with scale, if we can grow it and get enough volume, it can give us a platform that we can earn a good return and in fact, may down the road leverage it beyond Jamaica into the rest of the Caribbean.
No, for now, the facilities on Duke Street, we envisage facilities like these, perhaps Scotia Group, Montego Bay, Port Antonio, and so on.
Yeah. On day one, today, we actually have 3 additional. We have branches in Morant Bay, we have one in Old Harbor, we have one in Brownstown. Am I missing one?
No, that's it.
3 additional.
Okay.
So we actually have 4 branches. We'll have 4 branches today. But more than branches as a place for people to come into, it's a place for our relationship officers to be based, and they can go out and interact with the entrepreneurs, because entrepreneurs need us out at their place of business in this segment of the market, not.
So bankers will return to banking, visiting their clients and providing service.
Remember, this isn't a bank. This is a microfinance company.
But some of your bankers
financial institutions need to do that. As a bank, where you need to be making deposits and that, you need to come into an office. But for micro lending, it's important that our people do that. Because if you're doing unsecured lending, the only way to do it safely is to be out and interacting and watching that business grow, because that's how you can determine if it's doing well.
I guess the question I really meant to ask you is whether some of your relationship within the banks, the formal banking system, will assist the process from time to time.
My preference right now is that they not do so. It's a very different type of lending, and the advice from our colleagues in Latin America is if you get microfinance thinking like a commercial bank, it doesn't work. You have to. It's a very different market. It's different staff approach very differently, and for that reason, we've set up a separate company and different offices and keep it completely separate. Obviously, if they're aware of microfinance opportunities, they'll refer them to CrediScotia, but the intention is to run it completely separately.
Not like a bank.
And not like a bank.
Thank you very much.
All right, great. That's great.